When the first Sonic movie trailer dropped with the original design, I really wanted to watch it just so I can give the movie a bad review. But they actually changed the design, and I actually took it like an actual movie. And now I saw it. And how is it? Is Sonic good or is it bad? Was changing the design worth it? Let's find out. Hi guys, DPX here, and today I'm reviewing the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Before we get started though, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber. Movie directed by Jeff Fowler, and has stars like Jim Carrey, James Marsden, and Ben Schwartz. And we're going to start off with those three. They're all great in the movie. Everyone gives a good performance. James Carrey, it's not surprising, but he does deliver probably the best performance in the movie. He's Jim Carrey. That is not to say that James Marsden doesn't deliver a good performance. He's really good, and you totally believe that he's friends with Sonic and everything. And then Ben Schwartz delivers a great performance as the voice of Sonic. So basically, the story here is that Sonic he causes a power outage, and the FBI wants to track him down, and they send Jim Carrey or Dr. Eggman, or he's actually referred to as Robotnik, not Eggman, in this movie. And yeah, and then Sonic finds Jim Carrey, or fuck, he finds James Marsden, and they become friends and everything. And it's kind of actually a road trip movie, and there's tons of references to the Sonic games. There's even there's even something at the beginning where, like, obviously Nintendo and Sega aren't, rivals anymore, but there's something at the beginning where I thought, was that a jab at Mario? If you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Um, I'm like, was that a jab at Mario? And yeah, one thing I want to say that I didn't like is well, not that what I'm about to say right now is a bad thing. I have a bad thing that has to do with it. This movie is obviously targeted towards kids and maybe, Sonic fans, but if you're not a Sonic fan but you're a kid, you'll still enjoy this movie. And it goes a little too far with that. It's got, like, Sonic fucking flosses twice. Twice. I cringe so bad. So hard. And, like, the first time, yeah, I get it. I get it. Twice, though, is when it's like, oh, no. And, and there's also a fart joke. Albeit one, but come on, there's a fart joke. Like, why? Why is there a fart joke? Because it's geared towards kids. There's also a lot of blatant product placement, like Zillow was mentioned, and Olive Garden is mentioned, and it felt weird. I never really like product placement in movies, like when it's that blatant. But whatever. It's this. I will say that this movie is fun, and it actually has a lot of heart too. This movie. This is probably one of the strangest movies I've ever seen because it shouldn't work, but it does, and it's far from perfect. It's not a perfect movie, but when you look at video game movies, which, I mean, there's not much to factor in there, but when you look at video game movies, this movie is probably one of the higher ones. Like, you still have Detective Pikachu, the Tomb Raider games, or the Tomb Raider movies. That's it. Those are the only other good ones. This one, on the other hand, this one's good. Also, I want to. I mean, you can't. I just had to mention the design. Yes, the design is way better. I feel like I said, like, earlier, not really earlier. I don't know why I said that, but I remember once saying they changed the design, and everyone's like, "Yo, this movie's gonna actually be good now." I'm like, I doubt the design changes the movie that much. Like the plot's still going to be the same, the dialogue is still going to be the same, everything about the movie is still going to be the same about except for the design. And yes and no. The plot was probably the same. Everything was probably the same, but this design I feel like had an impact on the movie because you take the old design and it just looks like way too realistic, and it probably just wouldn't work with the movie. And then you have his much Sonic's much better design, and it's a lot it fits with the movie a lot better, and I gotta give Jeff Fowler, the director, credit for doing that because it's something that not too many other filmmakers actually do, is listen to criticism. So the Sonic movie is just a lot of fun. It's probably it it's a surprisingly really fun movie, yeah. And there are also some really nice shots in it, like some cool spots I found that were, cool. Another problem I had with the movie was that, like, yeah, there's the joke for most of the scenes. Most of the jokes are come down to, well, Sonic is fast. And it was pretty funny. It's only so many times you can use that Sonic is fast joke, and it did kind of get a bit overboard at one point. But then I make that sort of half a point because, like, at one point that wasn't like a they stopped using that as a joke, and it was cool. It was better. One more problem I had is, while there is like Green Hill Zone and everything, there's Sonic, there's a bunch of references, there's the rings. This doesn't really feel like a movie that was based off of Sonic. It kind of felt like a movie that had Sonic as the main character. Which, yeah, that makes it a Sonic movie. I'm not saying it's not a Sonic movie. It doesn't feel like it's based off of Sonic, though. And that was sort of a bit of a problem. I noticed it didn't make me dislike the movie at all. It's just like, this isn't really about Sonic, is or no, it is about this isn't really like doesn't really take anything from the source material. It's not like the story's not the same, or it kind of, from what I understand, it kind of is the same but altered it in a way, and it goes on like the real world. I also want to say that while yes, the humor is like humor for like kids, some of them are kind of, I laughed a couple times. Towards the beginning, I found some pretty funny or kind of funny scenes. I mentioned this earlier, but it has some heart to it. Like, there are scenes where you kind of actually feel, and it's like, man, I feel in a fucking Sonic movie. In conclusion, if you were to go back in time when I was making my reaction or my video about the Sonic movie trailer with its old design and tell me that I was going to kinda like the movie, I would have punched you in the fucking face. But I'm not gonna do that now because I kinda actually do like the movie. It's fun, it has heart, it's not perfect, definitely not. It like the humor is, while some of it's funny, it's also like you got flossing, you got fart jokes. There's also like you overuse the fact that he's fast, and there's only so many times you can make that joke, and he this isn't really a Sonic movie, like as in like it's not really based off of the video game. But you look over all those, which are kind of hard to look over, not gonna lie, but you look over those and you have a fun and enjoyable movie. And I give Sonic a 7.5 out of 10. You see this if you are a fan of Sonic. I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic. I like the older games. After playing Sonic Mania, I'm like, damn, the newer ones aren't as good, are they? But I enjoyed this movie. But yeah, what do you guys think? Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. I snapped my fingers in case you couldn't tell what that was. Bye.